Today is a bit of a change of theme insofar as I was making a lemon drizzle cake, but then Kenny brought me in a packet of tomatoes for 8p and a basil plant for 15p. So although we are having bolognese for tea tonight, I'm going to make tomato soup and we're just going to freeze it, so then we'll have it for another time. This is so simple. And it's just like I said to you, think in advance. If you see things like that, I mean, what are we talking there? 23p. And the rest of the things most people would have in the house. But even then, if you had to buy a carrot or two, it would be 15p or something. So, some olive oil straight into a hot pan. Then we're wanting to, I've already grated 2 carrots. They weren't very big carrots, but I'll just pop it in just now. Hot. And then just grate another one. I'm doing the grating onto the finest setting because not everybody will have a liquidizer, and if you don't have a liquidizer you're going to have to put this through a sieve or just mash it if you want it to be like smooth tomato soup. Goodness, that must have been hot using Gavin, Kenny, before we started doing this tonight. If it was that warm.
No, you never allow me to speak.
Yeah. That'll be right. That'll be the big bald patch in the back of the head, is it? The thumb.
That's why I'm growing my ponytail. My comb over.
A comb over. Don't you dare. I think a comb over must be grounds for divorce. To any sane person.
I'm going to Trump.
Oh, don't please. Now, we were having fun and you've had to go and mention him. Right, so we have 3 carrots going into some olive oil. Now, you're not really needing to do anything with these carrots apart from get them heated and add some garlic. Now, we're going to be lazy and we're just going to use granules. I like quite a lot of garlic in this because it gives it a wee bit of heat. So I'm going to use 2 good sized teaspoons actually. This is a big teaspoon. So 2.5 teaspoons of garlic. Give it a stir round just to let some of the flavours out of the garlic. You just let the oils release. And to that we're going to just add the full punnet of tomatoes. We're being extravagant. Means they were 8p. But a tin of tomatoes is just as easy. It's, well, in fact, a tin of tomatoes is a lot easier. However, even the cheapest of the cheap tins of tomatoes will not beat 8p. Can't believe it. Cherry tomatoes, 8p. But hey ho, it's fine for us. And this does, I know I said I'm freezing it, it does freeze perfectly well. What I would say though is I'm going to use milk. Because like I say, it's just the stuff that's in the house. You can put some cream in it. Either single or double. Have a swirl at the end. We're just going to be using milk tonight. I think we're just about there. I had chopped some of them before we started. Obviously I'm going to use basil, but you don't have to. But this as well, you could just be putting some chilli in it and just having chilli soup. Tomato soup base is exactly that. It's just a base. But this is as close to cream of tomato without using cream as you'll get. So straight in. And what we have here is, I'm going to say this in 2 different measurements actually. I'm getting my metrics and my imperials muddled up here. Because I was about to say I've got 1/4 of a pint. So 1/4 of a pint is about 150 mils, and we've topped it up to 1500 mils with water. So you're making about 1.5 litres of soup. Which is maybe actually more than I was intending when I've seen it going in the pot, but never mind. So to that we're needing to add some tomato puree. 2 to 3 dessert spoons or tablespoons probably. And that is all we're just about doing just now. I've forgotten something, haven't I, Kenny? Yes, stock. 2 teaspoons of your stock. I'm just using my usual Polish one. And then a bit of black pepper. Again, depends how much you want. I'm not going to tell you how much peppers to use. And then we're just going to let that cook through for probably about 45 minutes. And then come back and we'll liquidize it. Okay, so 45 minutes later. Now, Kenny, I'm going to get you to come in here because I've already pureed one. So at this point, it's up to people what they do because the colour does change. So if you want to come in and see how sort of like vibrantly red this one is. So this is still not been pureed. Okay. Whereas this one has, and it has gone more like your bog standard colour from a tin. Now so that's up to you. I like to do it liquidised. Just, I think from habit. If I was leaving it like this, I would put some pepper in it and pasta and turn that into a sort of minestrone type thing. But for when it's just tomato soup, I like it pureed. But that's up to you. Now, I will be making a big mess. Whoa, 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 whoa. You need to do it in a couple of batches, which is why I've done it already. Now, the first batch I didn't put the basil into. Basil you're not really supposed to cook. It tastes much more vibrant if you just have it at the last seconds to put it in and you tear basil. Now I'm going to put this through the liquidizer anyway, just so it doesn't matter if you're putting the stalks in anyway. Now if you're not thinking you're going to use the whole plant, take from the top. I was saying that Kenny had brought this one in for 15 pence. He actually brought me 2. So I've actually put one in a pot in the garden. So hopefully it should be able to keep coming all summer. And again, if you want it to bush out, you just take from the top. So, I mean, obviously these wee central ones here, if I show you, when you get into the pots, you'll have one in the centre, so just right at the top. And if you pull that one off, nip it, I'll just use it, then your bush would spread that way. It saves it coming up the way and then it'll come out the way. So that's just a wee tip if you want to, at 15 pence, stick it in your garden. Now the last one I had difficulty getting my lid off, so fingers crossed I'll just pop that on because it splashes a bit. Just a couple of pulses. And that should be all it takes. So I'm going to just turn the heat back up on this, push this back in. This is up to you. How hot do I like my food, Kenny?
Roof off the mouth hot.
Roof off the mouth hot is absolutely accurate. At this point that's probably hot enough for most witty people. However, perhaps I'm not witty. So in with the basil one, and I'm actually not going to be able to pour out a dish when I think about it. So I'll just use my measure here because I've left my ladles out in the hall. Out the road. Everybody says I've got a lovely tidy kitchen, but I don't really. I just have to put everything out the road. Use a cup. Oh, there's a good idea, dear. Good job you're here. So you just, into your bowl obviously, with whatever you've got handy. Pop that away as well then, Kenneth, if you're tidying up for me here. I did have to laugh at somebody that said I have a lovely tidy kitchen. It's just we clear everything out the road for doing this. And then just to finish it off, just a couple of wee pieces of basil. I'm getting signals here and I don't know why. You need to speak to me.
The handle of the pot out the road, we might be able to see the plate.
Well, if you put your handle out the pot, you could just reach out and do that. Oh, you're getting very, very bossy, mister. Kenneth John. And there you have it. tomato and basil soup. Great to make in advance for the cold winters that are coming, and your kids, when they're not well, are always, oh, have you got any tomato soup? So if you do it for whatever, 25 to 30 pence, loads in the freezer and off you go. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.